What if I told you there's one mistake almost every leader makes, and it's probably costing you and your team's trust, motivation, and productivity? And if you're thinking, oh, wait a minute, am I doing this too? What is it? Well, lean into this video, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and how to correct it. Let's go.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
The biggest mistake leaders make is focusing on control over connection. You see, I get it. I get it when you have deadlines and goals to meet and you're thinking, you'll just stay on top of this and you'll just control everything. That way, it'll get done. But here's the truth. Control kills trust. And without trust, plain and simple, it makes it difficult to lead. But be encouraged. There's hope, all right? Trust me on this. So tip number 1, first step to fixing this is to stop commanding and start coaching. For example, instead of saying, here's what I need you to do, try this. Ask questions to your team members, get them involved and ask, what do you guys think is the best approach in doing this? What's your take on this? You see, the beautiful aspect of coaching like this is that instead of giving the answers, because you don't have to have the answers all the time, you're engaging your team, you're empowering your team, you're equipping your team, and you're making them feel valued. You're creating stakeholders in this process. When you coach instead of command, you're not just solving problems, but you're getting your team, you're coaching your team to get in the posture of thinking more and thinking more for themselves. You see, that's connection in action right there. Tip number 2, stop being a superhero, all right? Stop taking your shirt open and showing the S on your chest. I get it. As leaders, we love to jump in and just fix things. But when we do that, you're unintentionally sending a message stating, I don't trust you to handle this or to do this. So instead of swooping in, trying to be that superhero, take a step back and ask your team members, what's your plan in solving this? Or walk me through your thought process of how you're going to resolve this. And let your team rise to the occasion. Trust me, they will. They will. Do not stunt their own growth, nor yours. And tip number 3, the final tip, prioritize relationships over results. Now, don't get me wrong, results are important, but you don't get results without the relationships. Results come when you build real relationships with your team. And as leaders, often we say, I appreciate you and thank you and all of these things. We have a lot of wordplay, but make sure your actions show that as well. For example, if someone came in early and they worked, an hour and a half over, and they never even asked to be comped out or anything like that. Recognize those things. Do a handwritten note and tell them thank you. And specifically let them know, thank you for working this amount of time over. I appreciate you. And store that in your memory banks. Because there will be a time that they come back and they may ask you, hey, is it okay if I leave early? Is it okay if I do this or do that? Regarding their schedule. And that's when you cash out on that. And you say, absolutely. My famous phrase was, handle your business. Action speaks louder than words. That's how you are showing value to your team members. And that's one way in which you can build relationships. So check it out. When you shift from control to connection, everything changes. Your team becomes more confident, more motivated, and more invested. They're stakeholders. And as a leader, you don't just get better results. You get trust and buy-in. You get loyalty and a team that will support and follow you anywhere. So here's my challenge to you. If you're serious about changing from commanding to connecting, use one of these tips and then implement it this week, all right? And if you're truly serious about changing your leadership style, subscribe to this channel to make sure that you continue to get this content. Even better than that, pay attention because I have a free webinar coming out about Teach, Model, and Coach. Yes, you don't want to miss that. The blessings you're going to get from that webinar is going to be incredible. The date will soon be released, so keep following, keep liking, share comments, and remember, keep your head up, keep smiling, keep hope alive, helping other people excel. Yes. Peace!